And right now, you can try the Pro plan free for 30 days, a $159 value. Click the link in the description to claim your free Pro plan and start making smarter moves for your trucking business today.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, good afternoon, good morning. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notification. Let's get this show on the road. Shout out to M. Jackson. What's going on? Shout out to all the MGM members. Shout out to Mr. Kirk. Happy to deliver. How you doing? Who else we got? Shout out to Great Polo. Shout out to everybody that's part of MGM. Manny the driver. Who else? Shout out to Running Warriors. Shout out to Don Solo. Shout out to everybody representing Chicago. Shout out to Jonathan representing the Boogie Down. 410 Easy. What's going on? Shout out to Dave representing North Carolina. We carry freight. All right, let's get into it. Shout out to Sosa. Sosa, not Sammy. What's going on? How's everybody doing? All right, let's have one of these unpopular conversations. And I don't even know why this is going to be unpopular, but you know, every time I talk about it, you know, let me just set the rule. First, Amazon relay guys, y'all got to relax. The ones who, you know, get their panties in a bunch. All right. You know me, I'm going to tell you what it is. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, I'm going to tell you what it is. I've had the same sentiment since I've been creating it. Anybody that's been following my channel knows I got a love-hate relationship with Amazon. I'm almost like a hypocrite. I'm calling my own self a hypocrite, goddammit, because I am very critical on some of Amazon's practices, but yet I'm a shareholder. All right. Why? Because it's profitable for me to be one. I'm going where the money is at. All right. But, you know, I do express, you know, issues that I have with the company. I've always done it since I've been creating content. Right. But I am a shareholder. People with Amazon, you know, some of y'all guys that do Amazon, y'all just are not in touch with reality, man. Because even still with this poll, there's people that actually, like, this poll should be one way. And like, the way that it shouldn't go for people to actually think that voted one way, which I'm not going to say which way it is. You're delusional. This lets me know that you still don't understand business. You don't understand the way things work. You don't understand the way the world works. You don't understand capitalism. You are in a industry that's driven off of capitalism, and you don't even realize it. This poll should be absolutely, positively one way. Period. So, without me even starting this lecture, it's going to be some feelings hurt. Some people's feelings is about to get hurt. It's about the people, they finna be upset. They going to be mad at me because I'm finna just tell you the truth. I'm finna tell you the truth. This is why we have people that say, oh, Amazon ain't going to want to pay for the gas and, you know, they need us and all this stuff that don't even make no sense. It was people at Pepsi that thought they needed them. It was 100 and some thousand people at Amazon a year ago that thought Amazon needed them. Over 100,000 people last year in Amazon thought that Amazon needed them, and they showed them they didn't need them. And I'm going to explain to you why. Don't change your vote now. Don't change it. No. Stick where you was at. No, stay where you was at. Don't change your vote. I want your feelings to be hurt because you're going to learn something. See, when your feelings get hurt, you learn something. Don't change your vote. No, I see you changing your vote. Don't change it. Stay the way you stayed. No, don't change your vote. Don't change your vote. Keep your vote the same way. If you think you finna, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Stockholder versus owner operator. Primarily just Amazon. We just talking about Amazon. We want to talk about the race. Now, this is something that because I like to challenge. See, I'm not here to be your friend. I don't want to, the people who get it. The people who don't, the hell with them. I'm here to kick it with you and tell you the truth to help you be a better business person because some people think it's just supposed to be their way or the highway. And it's just life just don't work like that. But when you know better, you do better. When you know the odds are stacked against you, you know how to play your hand better. All right, so let's talk about it. The race. Now we've talked about supply and demand before. We've talked about this a lot. All right, we talked about just other different variables, competition when it comes to rates. Well, specifically pertaining to Amazon, but let's talk about it from a shareholder versus owner operator perspective. Let's make it fun a little bit. Let's make it fun because both entities look at things different ways. All right, so let's look at it from the shareholder's perspective first. Let's look at it from and stop changing your vote. I want you to listen. I need you to stick with your vote. All right, don't change it. Let's look at it from a shareholder's perspective. All right, now I'm a shareholder. Amazon is in my long-term portfolio. This is not something that I invest in short term. This is something that is dollar cost average in, and we don't even look at it. It's in my long-term portfolio. I've taken some profits and redistributed some profits, and 2 years ago when it was a 20-to-1 split. Since then, it's just dollar cost averaging in, right? Long term. It's a great asset, I believe, to have. All right. Now let's look at it from a shareholder's perspective. Shareholder's perspective is profitability, return on investment. All right. I invest into Amazon at $1 a share. Let's say I'm looking to make two. If I can make three, I want to make three. I want to make sky's the limit. I don't care what we need to do to get there. It's profitability over fairness. What the owner operator thinks is, oh, Amazon has all this money. Man, we need better rates. We need better rates. See, here's what you got to understand, owner operator. Here's what you got to understand. I want you to really let this resonate with you as a business owner and understand capitalism and understand business and how business works. As a shareholder, we don't care about the inner workings of your business. We don't care that the cost of operation over time goes up. We don't care about, fuel is going up. We don't care about, it's an overabundance of supply. The demand is lower because of what's going on in the economy. Fuel is going up while the economy is going down. Insurance is going up while the economy is going down. So less people are buying, which results to less freight, but there's an overabundant supply and everything that we need to do our job that costs us is going up. That's your problem. It's not a care thing. It's a business thing. Everybody in life has choices. Same thing with business. Life is about choices and decisions. If you knew better, you do better. Now, I'm not saying don't do it because the same thing works in other, industries that you work in that are publicly traded companies. Even if they're not publicly traded companies, even if it's privately owned companies, that privately owned companies' main objective is a return on investment. They want to make money, and they don't want to make a little money. They want to make as much money as possible. This is why I always say, man, always find ways to reduce cost. Why do you think companies lay people off? Pepsi just laid a bunch of people off. Why? They wanted to reduce cost. One of the main costs in any business is labor. If we can figure out a way to get the same amount of productivity done with less people, then guess what? Guess who's on the chopping block? People. I had a debate with someone, I think it was Kelvin in the Discord. He was complaining about what happened and why these people they're loyal to this company. Bro, that don't mean nothing when it comes to business. It means absolutely positively nothing. Nothing. We don't care about that. Shareholders prioritize profit. Point blank, period. That's it, and that's all. The lower your rates are, the more profitable it is for the shareholders. What don't the people who originally voted for owner operators, because I seen you switching your votes, don't switch them, keep them the same way. What, and the people who remain in there, what don't you understand about that? The whole objective is to drive costs down in all aspects. Understand what you're investing in. This is why when just, whoever, doesn't matter, creator, viewer that, expresses their disdain when we have these conversations, you don't understand what you're investing in. You're speaking from doing business, but you still have an employee mindset. There's a lot of people out here that call themselves business owners, but still have an employee mindset. Because if you had a business mindset, you wouldn't fix your lip to say some of the shit that you say. You wouldn't. You would not fix your lip. And this lets me know that you do not understand business. Let's look at it like this. You invest into Amazon. First thing, understand what you're investing in. Do you understand what the mission statement of Amazon is? A lot of y'all ain't did a business plan. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification. The first thing that goes into your business plan is your mission statement. What's Jeff Bezos' mission statement? I talked about it recently, last month on the channel. Can anybody tell me what is Jeff Bezos' mission statement? Hit the like button. You're going to learn you something today because, this is ridiculous. What's Jeff Bezos' mission statement? We talked about it last month. Let's see who follows the channel. Don Solo got it. Customer satisfaction. All right. Jeff Bezos' mission statement is customer satisfaction. That's what his main objective, his main priority is. All right. So if Jeff Bezos' mission statement is customer satisfaction, this is a publicly traded company. What do you think Jeff Bezos' and the board of directors, after customer satisfaction, what do you think their next objective would be? Let's see who's a smart business person in here. To all the people who dislike it, this is why you're where you're at. And I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm not being arrogant. It's because you refuse to open your mind. It's because you continue to think like an employee, but call yourself a business owner. Instead of sitting here and understanding and open your mind to what I'm saying, you get upset. Listen, we need some more in the house people. We're going to start a whole new movement next year. We need more in the house members. We need some more people to be in the house. You want to run around on your truck? That's fine. But we need some more people to graduate to be in the house, whether they're operating successfully while they're doing what they want to do, or whether they can, retire and be in the house and just sit in the house and be good. We need more people to be in the house. Some people going to be chasing lows and, and complaining about rates for the rest of their life because they want to adopt to a business mind. They want to call themselves business owners, but they want to still have an employee mindset. Investor satisfaction, satisfying the shareholders, correct. All right. So now, as an owner operator, once you do your due diligence, right, and you understand what the company's mission statement is, that you are running loads for off the load board, this is going to enable you to do better. You know what you're up against. You're not running around with this mindset of, Man, they got to do this. They ain't got to do nothing. But what they've been doing, making sure that the customers are happy. And guess what? Let's talk about shrinkage. I've had some issues with Amazon in the past, not recently, some years ago, maybe 3 years ago or something like that, where I've ordered something and they didn't meet the the uh the deadline or the delivery window, whatever. I've had things in the past where I was supposed to get it a certain day. I'm looking at it, it's saying it's shipped, it's saying it's on a van and it's coming and it's 8 stops away, and then it disappears and says something happened. There's a new date and then it pops up tomorrow. Yo, I call, man, what's going on? It said it was 8 stops away. You know what? We're sorry, Mr. Mark. You know what? When it comes, we're going to refund you. When it comes tomorrow, don't worry about it. It's on Amazon. That's happened to me a couple of times. That's shrinkage, right? Amazon's going to take the hit for it. Or does Amazon really take the hit for it? Companies, of Amazon size, they account for shrinkage every year, right? But somebody else has to help consume some of those losses. It's never the customer. Why? I got a free GoPro or whatever it is that I ordered. Amazon told me it's on the house. So if that's $150, $200 item, somebody's taking a hit for that. Somebody's sharing a hit for that. It's not going to be the shareholder. It's not going to be the shareholder. Why do you think companies invite competition? Because competition lowers rates. Is it the shareholder's fault that, and this is just to open your mind, this is not to, pit one entity versus the other. This is for you to understand what you're investing in so you can strategize better. Do you think Amazon cares, or any other company that's a publicly traded company or even a private company cares that you entered into an arena that's highly competitive? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So for the now 18%, it's crazy how this number is shrinking, of people who didn't switch to the people who remain the same. Explain to me why you think it should be in your advantage. It'll never be in your advantage. You'll never be able to control rates. The way you want things to go, you don't. When these board meetings occur, you aren't even a thought. No one thinks about the owner operators. There's no vested interest in what you think. Why? Because we don't have vested interest in your business. You operate as your own individual entity, and we partner when need be. Amazon's main objective, main goal, main priority for satisfaction is to satisfy the customer and satisfy the shareholders. Amazon operates with efficiency. And this is something that when people are look to invest into a company, that they look at. And Amazon, for the most part, is a very efficient company. Another thing, Amazon optimizes its supply chain at the expense of owner operators. Like, you want the truth, or you want me to sit up here and lie to you? Because I see some people, they upset, and I know you're going to get upset. And I said it at the beginning of the monologue, you was going to get upset. So I don't care that you upset, because it's the truth. As a shareholder for Amazon, I need a return on my investment. I don't make investments to lose money. I make investments to make money at the expense of other people. I'm going to always prioritize my well-being and the well-being of my family before anybody else's. It's not personal. I'm empathetic. I'm sympathetic to everybody's situation, but everybody has the same 24 hours, and everybody was born with the same thing that I was born with and other people that were born with, which is a brain. If you choose not to understand business in its full aspect, then that's a personal problem. If I was running Amazon Relay, there would be no fucking reason that I would not invest into the company. If you're running Amazon Relay and you're not a shareholder, you're doing a disservice to yourself. I would be double dipping everywhere around the board. But see, you come in here and you get upset because I'm telling you the truth. And I purposely did this to make your ass mad. Because it's the truth. There's no way I'd be running Amazon Relay and I wouldn't, goddamn it, download a Robinhood account and dollar cost average in at least $10 fucking a day. You doing yourself a disservice. So at the end of the day, you can get mad all you want because I probably made more money off Amazon than you've made running Amazon Relay, however long you've been running. And never stepped foot in the goddamn Amazon warehouse a day in my life. Because I understand business. The shareholder doesn't consume the cost that you do. The shareholder ain't paying gas. The shareholder don't have to pay the insurance that you got to pay. They don't have to pay the fuel that you ain't got to pay. You sitting outside the post office complaining. The shareholder is asleep. The work that you're doing to make Amazon efficient by running shit in the middle of the night from facility to facility to the post office is what's helping make Amazon an efficient company, which ultimately makes Amazon appealing to new people who want to invest into the stock and other people that are already investing into the stock to invest more. You're helping to make the company and the shareholders more money. So what you don't understand about that? Why you sitting up here mad? Why you sitting up here mad for me telling the truth? While you on your way to or from a Amazon right now? We both doing the same thing. See, this is the point that I'm trying to get you to understand. You getting paid from Amazon and me too. But I'm not consuming the cost that you have to put up to get paid. I'm just sitting back. And everybody else that has this mindset, including the people that are active as well. See, the more I realize people hate the truth, the more I lean into giving it to you more, pause, and more aggressively and more harshly. I told you the other day, it don't matter to me whether you like it or not. Like, I'm way past the age that I care about what people think about me. I don't care. I'm have 45 in 2 months, pushing 50 in 5 years. Like, I don't give a goddamn. The truth is the truth. If you ask me from an investor's perspective, and you gave me two options for an owner operator that was running an Amazon Relay, and one was a lower number and one was a higher number, I would already know that if I pay them the lower number, it's going to be more beneficial for me. So if my objective as a shareholder is to get a bigger return on my investment, why would I want to pay you more? I'm trying to make this simple and try to break this down so you can understand it. And if it hurts your feelings and you getting emotional about it, that means you're just not a good business person. That means you're running a business, but you still have an employee mindset. And this is why you're struggling. This is why you complain. See, a person who's running the middle mile, a person who gets loads off the load board, a person who runs Amazon, who gets loads off the Amazon load boards, and they have a business mindset, they understand rates. They don't complain. They adapt. They go into it understanding the dynamic of business, understanding capitalism. This is why they keep their costs low. They understand market fluctuations. They understand rate fluctuations. You could be complaining about rates, but when rates were high, if you would have been dollar cost averaging in to the company that you invest in, it could be a time period where rates are doing the stock is doing exceptionally well. So while you're sitting complaining about making a few dollars, man, but your investment that day did exceptionally well. So you're alleviating probably what you think you should be making on one side by doing the actual physical work, and you're making up for it on the other side. Let's get this guy out of here. Let's get this guy right here. You saying a bunch of nothing. It's common sense. Shaking my head. You don't got hustle in mind. So if I'm saying a bunch of nothing, it may be a bunch of nothing to you, but there's a bunch of people who don't understand this mentality. So let's go ahead and block this fool. No, don't delete it. Let's block him. Yeah, let's get him out of here because he doesn't understand what education is. He understands it clearly, but there's other people that don't understand it. So if this is too elementary for you, young man or young woman, then this is probably not the live stream for you. So it may be blah blah to you, but there's other people that don't understand this. The poll shows it because people actually voted for owner operator. And there's already people that have hit the dislike button. So what may be common sense to you is not common sense to others. So the ignorance is not needed on election. Like if this was another live stream, I would drop the link and I would bring you up here and I would, go back and forth with you. But this ain't the one for that. So we just gonna remove you. All right. We're gonna remove you. We glad that you understand though. All right. But the way you went about it, I'm not tolerating it today because I'm trying to get some understanding here. Stockholders rely on the market to dictate rates. And this is something that we talk about all the time. If supply outweighs demand, hopefully we understand that rates drop. Now, there's a lot of people still, when we have these conversations, that still want to go back and forth. And to me, for the life of me, I just don't understand it. Like, what makes you think rates are going to stay high if less people are spending, or if there's less volume and then there's an overabundance of supply? Where do you think, why do you think a company is going to hemorrhage money to appease you financially? You're in business to make money. So is Amazon. I would think that you wouldn't do nothing that's not in your best interest. So why should they? It baffles me when I hear that this company has money, they should do this or they should do that. No, they should not. And you're talking to a guy who's very critical on Amazon. No one should do anything. And I'm going to drop the link. I'm still going to drop the link. Because now I see I'm going to have to make some examples out of some people today. If you froggy leap, I'm going to drop the link. If you froggy leap, we going to get some understanding today. See, ain't no other people finna do this. I'm well versed in this shit. I love these conversations. It keeps me sharp. Amazon is a company, and their load board is designed to function at scale. Their pricing models are automated. Amazon's pricing models are automated. I've been doing a lot of research into just the behind the scenes. I've been doing countless hours of research as far as, just the behind the scenes with as far as the AI and just the coding of Amazon relaying this load board. It knows exactly what it's doing. I'm talking about millions and probably billions of dollars has gone into this technology. And what I'm trying to say is it's not to the advantage of the owner operator. $73 people, 34 likes. That means a lot of y'all are upset. Let's get them likes up. It's not to the advantage of the owner operator. It's fully to the advantage of the shareholder. What you also have to realize, owner operator, is what you won't do, somebody else will. Some of y'all women done told y'all that. Some of y'all women done told y'all what you won't do, another man will. It's the same situation here. Some of y'all women done told y'all, hey, what you won't do, another man will. Done hurt your feelings. I'm telling you the same thing in this aspect. Listen, what you won't do, somebody else will. Whether they're doing it at a profit because their operational costs are lower than yours, whether they're doing it not at profit because they're ignorant and they just don't understand what it costs them to run their business. We've seen people that have come up on the channel that have admitted to running shit just because they needed to run and their truck was in. It was a guy in the clip last week. He just ran from Ohio to Maine because hey man, I just got to run, man. I'm renting a truck, man. I got to do something. This is what he said. So cost and the rate, none of that mattered. It was just the fact that he had a truck. They're charging him a week. He didn't know what he was doing. He needed to take something and run just to say he ran. People do that shit every day. You'll never be able to stop it. If one thing that I haven't exposed is the amount of ignorance, so why do y'all continue to complain about some shit that you can't even control? I'm not finna sit up here and complain about some shit that every new day. Listen, I'm finna tell you something. Every year around February, March, a bunch of new people come into the industry because they get their tax money. They waiting on their baby money. See, this is the time of the year. All the big women, you did what I'm saying. Now, we ain't body shaming now, but y'all, come on, y'all know. Y'all see the Instagrams. You see the little skinny guy hugged up to the big old woman around this time of the year because they got to get in good. It's about 30 to 60 days. They got to work it 30 to 60 days prior to the taxes coming because they got to get them in the good mood so that when they get that, some of these women got 7 and 8 kids, so they get a nice little hefty little, you dig what I'm saying, at the end of January. They're going to file rapid. They're going to go to Jackson Hewitt. They're going to do the rapid refund. They're going to tell Jackson, yo, front me the money, take whatever the percentage up top. I can't wait 30, 60 days. Let me get it. So they might get about a 10 piece or a 15 piece. Or I heard some people was getting 20,000 back on their taxes. And these are people that don't even work jobs. How do you get so much money back on your taxes and you ain't worked ever in your life? and get the kids. So then man just said, hey, babe, let's start this box truck business. Man putting that work in. You know how the work man put in? Man laying it down. Listen, one thing I heard about a man, I heard they can lay it down. That's they weapon. That's they tool. This is how they get what they want. So they working right now. Man, the reason why you ain't seen man right now, because man working right now. Man working all this month. Man working all next month. All right. When that money come, boo bae gonna give them that nickel, because your favorite one told them they could start with a nickel. And he done told her generational wealth, give me this nickel when you get your tax. I'm gonna start this box truck business. I've been watching this guy on YouTube. He told me I can get started with $3,000 to $5,000. We gonna go rent this truck, bae. It's me and you, bae. It's me and you. So we finna get a bunch of those people that are coming into the industry. They come in every year in February, March, April. They ain't gonna know what the hell they doing. They're going to contribute to what you hate the most. Taking loads, not knowing they cost, taking loads that you consider cheap freight. The cycle is going to always continue. So why complain about it? You can't stop it. Focus on what you got going on. If you focus on what you got going on, you ain't got to worry about this shit. You know why? As a stockholder, I like AI when it comes to companies that I invest in, like Amazon. It reduces administration costs. And reducing administration costs gives me, myself, and other shareholders a better return on investment. It sounds unsettling. Because why? This is more jobs that are being taken away. But listen, I'm not the person who's going to sit here and complain and say, man, these are people's jobs that are being lost, and these the automation models, it's not in the benefit of the owner. Right? I'm just going to adapt. I got to get the money, bro. It ain't nothing personal. It's just business. What don't you owner operators? What y'all don't understand about that? We see that owner operator. Woo, it's a lot of people changing their votes. No. I want you to keep that same energy. I want you to keep the same energy. I want you to vote owner operator. I want you to continue to be ignorant, because the more you continue to be ignorant, the more profitable it is going to be for a guy like me. You're going to help me continue to sit in the house. Here's the thing. The people who understand this, I want people to understand this, but I'm not going to, lose any sleep over the people who want to remain ignorant. Why? Because once again, I understand the way the world works. In order for people to continue to get ahead, we need ignorant people. So I appreciate the ignorant people as well. And then this is where you say I'm arrogant. I'm not arrogant. I'm just telling you the truth. When I say things like, yo, we need people to be ignorant, oh man, he's arrogant. No, that's the truth. Because if I buy something for $1 and I sell it for $10, and I understand this is a bubble and it's about to burst and it's about to come crashing down, it's not in my interest to tell you that this, what I'm selling you for $10, you're about to lose all of it in the next week. That's your problem for not understanding what you're investing in. You're an ignorant person. And people take the word ignorant as like a real bad thing. No, but if you look up the definition for ignorant, it's not like a bad thing. It's just a person who just doesn't know. It's not like like people think when they get called ignorant, using the word ignorant is like this horrible thing. No, it's just the person who doesn't know, not knowing. That's it. It's capitalism. I'm not going to tell you the reason why I'm taking my profits now is because it's about to come crashing down, and I'm not going to feel bad for you that you're buying it. It becomes your problem. I'm going to take my profits. I know it's going to come crashing. The bubble is about to burst, and then I am going to re-enter once it hit the bottom again. Wash, rinse, and repeat. The shareholders have the data to know the amount of people that are in the market. They have the data to know that people are going to take the rates that you despise. The wealthy doesn't get wealthy. It doesn't stay wealthy without taking advantage. Everybody in this world that gets ahead the right way, and I'm considering it the right way, all right, have taken advantage, whether they've done it ethically or whether they've done it unethically. And that's just the bottom line. A lot of people that are owner operators, and I'm catering this specifically for Amazon Relay, because it seems like the Amazon Relay guys, y'all get upset, man. Why do y'all get upset? Why do y'all be in y'all feelings? Get out your feelings, man. I want you to win. Listen, about 20 minutes ago, I just gave you some of the best advice that money can buy. If you run Amazon Relay, download you a Robinhood account. Even if you don't know what you're doing, this is a long-term investment. Whatever you can afford, just dollar cost average in every single day. If it's $5, if it's $10, and just walk away. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. You're running for a company that's a publicly traded company with a $4 trillion market cap, and you want to sit up online and complain about this dumb shit. 2022, the company did a 20-to-1 split. This is your best opportunity right now to invest into a company that you are so much invested in, so that you can double dip. And on days when, things may not be looking promising, maybe on the low board, you make up for it in the market. You're an owner operator. You have to have some type of retirement, some type of long-term plan. It's not the promised land that you want. It's not going to come with something that's uncertain. You got to think outside the box. You got to stop thinking like an employee. How are you a business owner and you think like an employee? This whole live stream is to change your mindset. And we still on the perspective of the shareholder. I'm on the perspective of the person who wants to use you for their financial gain. Even when we look at the DSP model, it's still a take advantage. Why? We've created a system where we control and own everything without owning and controlling nothing. And we indemnified ourselves. Only until recently has Amazon been losing court cases. Only until recently have they been losing court cases. Within the past year, 57 fatalities due to Amazon Relay and Amazon AFP. DSP, AFP, and Relay. And for many years, they were able to get away scot-free and place all the blame on the relay owner operator, on the DSP contractor, or the AFP contractor. In the recent documentary I did one of each. I did a relay, I did an AFP, and I did a DSP. Why do you think they want to indemnify themselves? Liability cost. So here, we're going to put you under all this immense pressure. We are going to develop a very stressful metric system for you to meet, right? And if you don't meet this metric system, we're going to penalize you for it by, if you're running relay, we're going to lower your score, which, lessens the, better opportunities for you until you get your score back up. DSP, they have a rating system. And the higher you rate, the more we will reward you with more opportunities. But the metric system, in somewhat, I would say it's unfair. And you have owner operators and business owners that go above and beyond to meet these metric systems so that they can get stuck in this hamster wheel. And by doing it, it creates situations on the road like we see. And then when you get in this situation, Amazon said, well, that's not on us, that's on the contractor. Why? Because liability costs. And who does it ultimately cost? Me and you if you're a shareholder, and everybody else that are shareholders. Because when things like that happen, people do what? They pull their investment. So now who's being used? Why you mad at me? I'm going to tell you the truth all the way. Who's being used? If you know better, you do better. And I just told you how to do better. Be the owner, operator, and be an investor. So instead of getting mad at me for telling you the truth, think outside the box or just listen to what I'm saying. But this time in this live stream, I gave you the solution. See, me, I'm not going to come and complain. I'm going to find solutions. I'm going to think like the 1%. Even though I'm not 1%, nowhere near it, probably never be it. Even if the opportunity presented itself, I'd probably turn it away. If I could ever be as rich as some of those people, I wouldn't want to do it. I would never want to be like that ever. Mm-mm. But I try to put my mind frame in the mind frame of those people. And ever since I've adapted that, I've been doing much better. Much better. Once I realized the world doesn't owe me anything and these big companies and all these people don't care, because I was once like that too. But it took something to happen for me to realize that, yo, man, I'm in this shit alone. Let's talk about mismatched expectations, and then we're going to get into the mindset of the owner operator. We're going to make it fun. I'm going to think like how you think. Many new entrants were misled by social media influencers. We know this already. About the profitability of Amazon Relay, expecting consistent loads of $3 to $5 a mile. Not understanding market fluctuations. Looking at old content. Being misled by high numbers. It's not realistic. Do you think Amazon is going to continue to pay those rates if the market doesn't demand it? Of course not. But then when you confront it with these $1 and $2 and this shit that you complain about, it becomes a rude awakening. As a shareholder, this is where we want you at. We don't want you at $3 to $5 a barrel. Are you crazy? We don't want to pay you that. We need you at $1, $2 a mile. That's the. I want you. Listen, get mad. Get mad. I'm not looking at it how you look at it. We all on the same team. But I'm not looking at it mentally how you looking at it. I want you to run. I need the rates to be lower. If that's going to make me more money, then so be it. I understand, and I want you to understand too, that it's in my best interest, right? And I'm using myself, right, to do what's best for me and my family. I want you to really understand this, because this is the mindset of all investors. It's in your best interest to do the same. And if it requires me, I'm using myself, but I want you to think in totality for all investors. If I can do it with you being ignorant, then continue to be ignorant. I don't feel no way. I don't feel bad because it's capitalism. Let's talk about from an owner operator's perspective. Let's role play. You feel the pinch of everything. I get it. I mentioned this earlier. Fuel prices, insurance, maintenance, equipment costs, breakdowns. So, hit the like button. I can't even put my mind frame into the mind frame of an owner operator without still having a business mind frame, because I have a business mind frame. I can't even role play as an ignorant owner operator who thinks like an employee. Even me trying to role play ignorant, I can't do it. No one cares. I have to go back to the business guy. I have to go back to the mark guy. No one cares. The investors don't care. That's your problem. The 3PLs don't care. Rates are the rates, and they're going to continue to stay where you don't like them because someone's benefiting from you doing it at that rate. The goal is to become that person. But then you want to get mad. That's why you gonna be stuck. You talking about the rat race. You still in the rat race. The rat race ain't no working it. People think the rat race is working the job. I want to get out the rat race. No, the rat race is day to day, 9 to 5, check to check. That's the rat race. You could be a business owner still in the rat race. The rat race isn't working a job. It's people that's working a job, it's working careers that's not even in the rat race. You a business owner still in the rat race because your mind. I can't even role play with that type of mindset because it's ignorant. My brain won't let me do it. You see rates as a threat to your business. Why? Because you don't know how to conquer them. When I was running dedicated, when I was doing office supply work dedicated, I ran on a 33% margin, which was great. Some people would look at that $100 net per truck as a waste of time. I didn't look at it as a waste of time. I looked at it as an opportunity. That's why that particular contract, I aggressively scaled it. I would have continued to scale it if they would have let me. I understood volume. I understand the economies of scale. I understand business. You're not going to get this magnitude of money from one truck. So, okay, I understand the margins. The only way I can make this contract work is operating it at scale. How can we do this and make money? Okay, we need to buy, affordable trucks. We can pay the guys this much. What can we pay the guys to keep them in the truck and keep them happy and coming every day? All right, once we get that out of the way, all right, boom, we're managing the trucks. All right, we can keep up with the driving behaviors because we're investing money into that. Okay, this is costing this much to operate. All right, well, we can survive on a 33% margin, but we need to times this many trucks. And this is how you make money. Like I don't like y'all view this load board as exploitive. Like I don't, you know, I can't live off these rates. That's because you're not looking at it from a business perspective all the way around the board. And then you complain about they're a multi-gazillion dollar company. Like what? I don't even want to role play from an owner operator's perspective because I can't do it. My brain, I can't even think of words to say educated and then make it humorous at the same time because my mind just won't let me do it. My mind won't allow me to think so minuscule. There's a reason why the failure rate in this industry is so high. Y'all homework, some of y'all, look up the word capitalism. Look up the word capitalism and understand what capitalism is. And then hopefully you get a better understanding of not only how business works, but how this world operates. If you're running a load board, Amazon, spot market, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You are, and I'm keeping it a buck. I'm not trying to be funny. This is how you're looked at. And I'm telling you this so that you can understand it, so that you know how to play because you call it a game, so you know how to play the game better. You're looked at the scum underneath everybody's boot. You are the individual who gets laughed at, talked about from all the entities that are profiting way more. And it all starts up here with the investor. And you're actually making the shit happen. So my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to lead with your emotions and make personal attacks rather than understanding business? Because the way things are now, they've been this way forever. They've been this way forever. I can talk about this shit every day till I'm blue in the face, and only some people will get it and some people won't. Feel froggy. Let me get one of you Amazon guys up here that's froggy. Come on up here so I can make an example out of you. You tell me why the owner operator should win, why you should make more money. Tell me, owner operator, why you deserve more money. Tell me how you gonna get it. And I'm gonna tell you otherwise. There go your link. Now come up here. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna say, because we do all the work. You know, it's our fuel, it's our gas. We're paying the insurance. Everybody's ripping us off. We the one out here, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. And you know what I'm gonna tell you before you come up here? So think about it. You know what I'm gonna tell you? It ain't gonna hit me in the heart. I'm gonna tell you this. So I'm gonna look you dead in your eye just like this. I'm gonna say, so what that's supposed to mean? That's your choice. Life is about choices and decisions. I feel you and all, but man, what time you got to pick up from that post office tonight or drop off at that post office tonight, big dog? Make sure you're on time. I appreciate you. As a shareholder, I appreciate you. Be careful out there. That's all I'm going to say. You ain't going to evoke no emotion from me because I don't care. Neither does any other shareholder. Whether they're a small shareholder, whether they're a large shareholder. Nobody cares because they didn't care for me. When my 26-footer got roofed, it was on its way to Dynamics to pick up an IKEA load. Do you think Dynamics cared? Of course they didn't. When other things happen within my business structure, do you think these 3PLs cared? Of course they didn't. When my movers scratch floors, do you think the customers cared that I was a small black-owned business that started from humble beginnings, and if we had to get the floor fixed, and it would, be be that means that this whole job was for free, and then I'm going to have to come out of my pocket more money. And let's say they really understood the business, where they knew I would have to come out of my pocket, because I'm not going to go put it on my commercial insurance, because if you really know business, you don't put nothing on your commercial insurance if you can afford to pay it out your pocket. We don't know little things. We don't put it on our commercial insurance, only the big shit. And some of y'all think $5,000 is big shit. $5,000 ain't shit. $5,000 claim is something I would absolutely pay out of pocket. Do you think if they understand that, they're going to be like, we ain't going to, because you a small black-owned business, they don't get nobody cares. Nobody cares. They don't care. They don't care. So what you going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. What I've been doing, keep educating myself, continue to stay ahead so I can continue to sit here in the house. What I would do if I were you and I were on the new, I would continue to work. I would continue to stop doing dumb shit. I would think like a owner. I would think like an investor, and stop thinking like an employee. Stop running a business thinking like an employee. How do I get myself up out of the rat race of the day-to-day spot market, or the day-to-day Amazon spot market, or the day-to-day 3PL? How do I build and elevate out of this equation so I can get more into an investor role? How can I get to a point where, instead of me going out looking for money, working for money? Because here's the thing: if you're on the spot market load board, or if you're on the Amazon relay load board, and you're going out and you're chasing rates, you're chasing money, right? You're working for money. Part of the work is looking on the load board. Oh man, I'm working. That's work, but that's not work that you're being compensated for, but that's part of the job. You have to find the loads. You're looking for money. You're working for money. You want to work yourself out of a point where you're working for money to a point where your money is working for you. But you have to work to get to that point, and you have to work smart. You're not going to get to that point if you're constantly working and you have an employee mindset. So you're working, you have a good month. Some of these guys are making good money this month. Hit the like button. And I'm telling you what you finna do. With you Amazon guys that are making good money right now, you finna spend it. You finna spend it. You finna go back. And some of you, rightfully so, but here's the thing. It is what it is. You gonna go spend it where you spending it rightfully so, kids and all this shit, or Christmas gifts, or you just go blow it because you just ignorant. That's what's gonna keep you in the rat race. If you're making an abundance of money now, I would bank some of it, prepare for the rainy day that's about to come, and then the rest of it I would invest. I would get out of the ignorant mind state and put yourself in the investor mind state. In January, when things are slow, your investment may be green every day. If things are cyclical to how they were from 2016 to 2020, if they're cyclical, I don't know. No one knows, but you may do exceptionally well. That stock was $3,000 and something before they did a 20-to-1 split back in 2022. It was $3,000 a share, over $3,000 a share. and they did a 20-to-1 split back in June of 2022, I believe. I think it was June. Look at the price today. Now go not do what's in your best interest. And I can't say we'll ever see an inflated market like that again. A lot of that inflation was due to stimulus, right? The market at that time was a market like we hadn't seen, but I think it was amplified due to stimulus money. A lot of people were gambling, in stocks and crypto, but it still was an inflated market, during that tenure. But we don't know what the future holds. We don't know what other investments Jeff and Andy and the guys over there at Amazon are looking into. We don't know what type of technology they're looking into. We don't know what things that they may acquire in the next few years that could boost their price. But right now, I think it's really, really affordable. And you don't have to buy a whole share. And this is not financial advice. This is common sense. There's no way I'm running a company that's a publicly traded company, one of the top companies with the largest market cap in the world, and I'm not an investor. You's a fool. You a fool. Fool. Don't come over here talking all that nonsense, because I'm going to hold your ass accountable. The link been in the chat. Did we pin it? Let's close it out. Let's pin the link. That's what we want. We don't care about that poll. We want that linkage. We want somebody to come up and click that link. Some of y'all naysayers, I see y'all up here with the thumbs down. Come on up. Yes, sir. Some of y'all that voted in the poll, owner-operator, some of y'all owner-operators that think you finna, your word is stronger than the shareholders. Come on up and explain to old Marky Mark why. Maybe I'm lost. Maybe it's something that you can tell me that I don't know. I know one thing, though. I ain't afraid to have a conversation. I ain't afraid to lose a debate. Because guess what? I'm going to still get up, go to the gym. The day still going to go on. You might be able to express something to me that I don't know. I could be ignorant on. I'm not the smartest person in the world, never claimed to be. So explain to me how an owner-operator, their say-so, their word, their thoughts should outweigh a stockholder. And I know y'all Amazon people. I know y'all in here watching. I know y'all watching. I love messing with y'all because y'all get so emotional over things that are just I would think is common sense. All right, well, I guess y'all ain't going to come up. So this one I'm going to tell you. Keep going out. Keep going out. Y'all doing good now. Cool. Next month, we back to normal, guys. Listen, as a shareholder, next month, we got to get back to normal. We want to bring those rates back down to $1 to $2 a mile. All right? But back to $1 to $2 a mile next month, guys. All right? So, I know you don't like that, but and I get it. Amazon's a multi-trillion-dollar company. Appreciate it, because I got my little piece of the pie. I hope you get your piece of the pie. All right? I hope you get your piece of the pie. But in order for me to continue to get my piece of the pie, I need y'all to run from $1 to $2 a mile. Okay? Stop pissing these people off at the post office too. All right? Make sure when y'all get there, y'all clean y'all camera lens for y'all facial recognition on your phone. Make sure I need it clean. Take some Windex, clean your phone. All right? So that we can see, what's going on. Slow down. We need everybody to be safe. It was too many fatalities last year. And keep doing a good job. I appreciate you. My family, listen, on behalf of all the shareholders, we appreciate you. Amazon Relay, all you DSP contractors, I don't know why anybody would want to be a DSP contractor. To be to be honest with you, like that's worse than the metrics that you under with the investment that you got to put in, and they can get rid of you. I know DSP contractors that have superior rating, superior, the top, that got a 30-day cease operations. No warning, no reasoning. Got a superior rating. This is how they rate over there. A superior rating got a 30-day cease operation. No warning, no reasoning, no nothing. Had to file bankruptcy. Nobody got no questions? Why y'all so quiet? Why ain't nobody saying nothing in the chat? Why are y'all quiet? Did old Marky Mark hurt some feelings? Did we make you really think things through? Are you really understanding the way things work now? Did I finally break it down to you to a point where it just makes sense, to the point where you actually get it now and you're just stunned? See, because I want you to get it. I want you to understand now. I'm here for you to understand the way things work. Nobody? Nothing? You sure? Hey, listen, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. I want to talk to somebody from Amazon. I want y'all to explain to me why we should care. If I was running Amazon, I would run efficiently, all simultaneously while investing in the company. Nobody? And there's people in here that run Amazon, but it's people in here that run Amazon and they understand what I'm saying. I want to talk to the people who think differently. Who's going to be responsible for liability of mistakes that the robotics make? The company. But guess what? If Amazon hires said company to build a robotics, right? And something happens with one of the robots, what do you think is going to happen? Amazon's going to sue the company. It may be a slight hit to the shareholders, but from the looks of the things, from what I see, when I see some of these robotic operated facilities, it's more robotics and minimal people. So, okay, let's say something does happen with one of the robots. There's not a lot of people in those facilities. There's a minimal amount of people. So the risk of something happening to a person is lower than the risk of maybe a robot running into a robot or a robot damaging a bunch of freight. Okay, we got $4 trillion. We can replace this supplier's freight. We'll cover the cost of that. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? No big deal. You know what I'm saying? But obviously a human life is something different. But like I said, once again, from videos that I've seen of some of these, automated facilities, there's minimal people there. So it's less likely that someone will get injured. It's more likely that there'll be a malfunction and one of the pieces of equipment will damage or run into each other, whatever the situation may be, or some goods may be damaged. Things can get replaced, lives can't. So me personally, I think that's a great question, but I think, I think those incidents will be far and few between, in comparison to the amount of accidents, right, that we see on the road and fatalities. All right, we got somebody, but I think they're a troll. Why you put Throw a peace sign up so I can make sure you're a real person. This look like a kid, bro. Hey, throw your peace sign up so I can see you a real person. I'm not gonna bring you on the screen, bro. I don't got no time for no kids. All right, we ain't gonna bring you up. Yeah, I'm not bringing you up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get rid of you. Look like some kid that's supposed to be in school right now. Hey, bro, you got whoever you is, you can't come on my channel with Put a first name in. Put a first name in. Put a first name in. And then I'll bring you up. Without no name, I'm not bringing up nobody named All right? Let me see if I see any more questions before I go ahead and get up out of here. Because I think it's some, I don't know. I think it's a lot of I don't know, man. Seem like, man, people quiet, man. This is unlike one of my live streams. What's going on? People ain't even fighting back no more. Why y'all ain't fighting back? Y'all ain't got no more fighting, y'all? Because I have been consistent with Amazon since I've been creating content. I got a love-hate relationship. I tell you I'm a hypocrite. I side with y'all on the metric system and shit like that, and how, I just did a documentary that, like, but I'm still invested because it's a great investment because there's so many ignorant people. I'm being honest with you. Hold on. Let me see if there's any more questions. Let's see. Roy said the crazy part about Mark, the owner operator see the volume of what Amazon moves every day and still don't get it. Yeah, and you know what, Running Warrior? They don't understand business. They don't understand what they're investing in. What we understand, they don't understand because they don't take the time to sit down and understand it. This is why they're running in that hamster wheel. This is why they're going to always be stuck in that rat race. And that's just the bottom line. That's the unfortunate thing. The fortunate thing is for guys like us, we benefit from it. And that's just the like, I'm not going to be apologetic for taking advantage of the unadvised, I would say. I'm not going to be apologetic for it. We got the same 24 hours. We got the same brain, and you can inform yourself and you can do better. When you know better, you do better. If I ran Amazon, I wouldn't complain. I would set myself up to win, all while simultaneously being an investor in that company. I'm not going to run for Amazon and I don't have shares in that company. Me telling you this is a gem. Y'all like to watch the channels that say, man, that was a gem. That was a gem. And I ain't never seen, this is probably the biggest gem that somebody can tell you if you run Amazon. There's no way you could literally run it and do a $5 a day over the course of a year. Some of y'all been running Amazon since the beginning of the pandemic. Imagine if you would have started investing when that money was high. Even if you didn't buy a full share back when it was $2,000 to $3,000, you just dollar cost average. In June of 2022, they did a 20-to-1 split. Then imagine if you would continue to invest $5 a day, $10 a day, $15. This is a long-term investment. I've been telling y'all this since I started this goddamn channel. And then y'all get mad and wonder why, man, you in the house. It's the reason why I'm in the house. Because sacrifices were made. I'm not apologetic because of it. I'm telling you, absolutely, all this other bullshit that y'all consume, on how to be y'all consume a bunch of shit to keep you in the rat race. But when I sit up here and tell your ass how to work through and out of the situation, you get mad. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit here and be monotone about it. It's what it is. I'm going to have to say this shit. I realize I'm going to have to say this shit over and over and over again. I just got to find out different ways to say it because I want to keep the people who've been watching the channel for the past couple of years still engaged. And then I understand that there's always new people that are coming in. Listen, I guarantee you, in 2 months, y'all going to see a bunch of new people in the chat. Y'all going to see the chat rate go from 100 people average a live stream to maybe about 150 to 200 people. Watch. Because we got all the tax people about to come in now. So we're going to have to go through some of these things. It's going to be some feelings get hurt. You're going to see some people in the chat get mad because they were sold a dream. They're going to come in with $5,000 and they're going to find my channel and I'm going to have to hurt their feelings. They're going to call up on the call show. Y'all going to call me mean for being straightforward. But at the end of the day, those ignorant people that come in during tax season, some of y'all in the chat are going to be people that take advantage of their ignorance. The ultimate way to take advantage of someone's ignorance is by being an investor, letting your money work for you instead of working for it. And that's just it, bro. I don't know, I don't know. With the new collaboration between NFL and Netflix, do you think Netflix is a wise investment? I'm not an investor in Netflix. So, if I was, I would tell you why I was an investor in it or why I invested in it. I would tell you, do your own research. I wouldn't tell you one way or another to invest in or not to invest in it. But I don't invest in Netflix. I've actually talked about Netflix earlier when I started live streaming, how I missed that boat. I used to always talk about how I wish I would have invested in shit in 2014. If I would have invested, it would have, that's one of the ones I missed. I remember when I first looked at Netflix, it was like $2 and something. This is years ago. That's one of the ones I missed. So, no, I'm not an investor. Would I invest? Netflix is not even something that I'm in. It's something that I look past. That's one of the ones. We all have them. We all have ones that we say, man, that's one of the ones I missed. That's one of the ones I missed. That's one of the ones I missed. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see the vision. Like I was, I didn't see it, so I've talked about it before. Netflix was just one of the ones I missed. So, but I took that as a learning lesson. I took that as a learning lesson to, not discount anything. You can't win them all. You're not going to catch them all. None of us are. There's some we're going to catch. There's some we're going to miss. But you learn from the ones you miss. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the ones that I learned from that I missed. I've talked about the missing Netflix before. Yeah. So Don Sawyer said Mark's been telling folks to invest in what they run for the longest. I bet. See, you got people that watch the channel for years. I've been saying this for years. You run XPO, you should have shares in XPO. You run Amazon, you should have shares in Amazon. If you're running for a publicly traded company, you should 100% invest in that company. It's called diversification. If I got two ways of making money off this company, I'm going to make money off of it any way I can. Amazon is a way you can make money off of it in a multitude of ways. You can make it directly by doing the work, and then you can be an investor. It's going to be days where you make money on both. It's going to be a day where you make money on this end of the equation and you lose. It's going to be days where both are, stable. It's going to be days where you're going to make a shit ton of money over here. You may make a little money over here. And you may make so much money over here and it may be consistent. You may have a week or 2 or 3 or 4. Shit, you might be up 500% on this side in a year. But guess what? If you're on this side and you're just doing the day to day, and you don't invest here, here's 500% gains that you missed because you didn't do what was in your best interest. If you believe in a company that much to the fact that you're going to go out and run for it, why not invest in it? I know why you want to invest in it. Because you want to remain ignorant. Or the money that you make, you don't want to delay your gratification over here to take that money and put it into something that's going to be more beneficial for you in the long run. Or you're already robbing from the sustainability of your business anyway because you don't know what it costs you to run your business to the point where you don't have the extra income to put over here. Whatever it is, that's something that you have to figure out. But there's people that are on that side that are reaping the rewards and the benefits of what you're doing over here. So my challenge to you is, while we're over here, while this guy that's sitting here in the crib that you despise so much, and I've been sitting here ever since I came for the past 2 years, and you're upset and shit, why don't you come on this side as well? Why don't you reap the rewards and the benefits of this side as well? That's it. Don't have to invest a lot. You could literally do $5, $10 a day. You've been running Amazon 4 years. Imagine how much you would have. And it would be profitable. You would be in the green. You would absolutely, right now, if you would have started investing, if you started your Amazon business in 2020, 2021, you would be in the green with the bump because of the 20-to-1 split. You sure would. You absolutely would. You would absolutely be in the green. It's been on the upside. We had a dip. It did the split. It recovered. It's been on the upside. All right. Nobody's going to hit that link. Would y'all invest in Tubi? No. Tubi is not something I'm interested in. Tubi is not something I'm invested in or interested in at all. I don't know what the Tubi is, to me, is like what's that one, Zeus? It's like Zeus. Like it's catered to a specific demographic, and I would call that demographic ratchet. And we could look at Netflix. Netflix started with a bunch of low budget movies, right? This is how I was able to build this platform. It built this money, right? Started with a bunch of low budget movies. The reason why I signed up for Netflix back in 2011, I believe, I've had Netflix consistently since 2011, was for a movie called Snow on the Bluff. It was this movie that everybody was talking about. Man, you gotta watch it. Where is that? Shit, I don't see it. It's on HBO or something. No, it's on this Netflix. You gotta get this Netflix. This is back when the iPhone 3 or something was out. I had an iPhone 3 and an iPad 2. It was I think it was $7.99 or $8.99 at the time for Netflix. So I paid the $8.99 subscription. I was hesitant and to watch this movie, Snow on the Bluff. That movie, I don't know the math, but whenever I downloaded and subscribed back in 2011 to watch Snow on the Bluff, not Amazon, Netflix has been making money off me ever since. And to be honest with you, I can probably count on one hand with fingers left over how many times I've watched a movie on Netflix this year. So each month I'm spending $25, you know, for nothing really, because it's $25 now, right? So since 2011, they've been getting money from me consistently, all off of Snow on the Bluff. You know, Zeus, I think they have a niche. I think he's capitalizing on that niche. I don't think he's going to expand outside of that niche because the movies and the studios that now, do business with Netflix, I don't think they would, you know, want to partner with a network like Zeus based off the direction the CEO, that guy, he's a black guy, has taken. That's his niche he's carved out, and he's successful. He makes a lot of money off of very small. I think it's like $5.99 or $6. My girl, she subscribes to Zeus. She watches that shit. Um, but that's his niche. He's capitalizing that niche. I think Tubi is a. I think it's an in between of Netflix and a Zeus. You got some of the ratchet underground movies that are made specifically to launch on Tubi. So I think Tubi is like a hood version of Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So no, I wouldn't invest in it because I don't see the upside on Tubi. I only invest in things that I see the upside. I could be wrong, but based off where they're going, and we have a big dog in the industry now because we're about fifth. Well, man, we're pushing maybe 20 years in almost. I can say this about Netflix. I think Blockbuster absolutely dropped the ball when Netflix approached them with the idea of integrating Netflix into Blockbuster, uh, and the way Blockbuster literally kind of laughed at the idea. I think, when I think about um how I missed the opportunity to invest into uh 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 Netflix back in the day, I just always think about Blockbuster and it makes me feel better. So if anybody lost on Netflix, it was Blockbuster. It was Blockbuster. Blockbuster would still be around if they would have just transitioned, So, you know, Redbox was going to only be around for a short period of time. That model was eventually destined to be wiped out due to technology and streaming anyway. So I don't think Redbox put Blockbuster out of business. I believe Netflix and streaming in general put everybody out of business. Blockbuster would have been around and they would have been able to ward off Redbox if they would have saw the vision of Netflix when they did take the meeting with Netflix. That's my thoughts on that. Uh uh Netflix was definitely a DVD subscription at first. This was one of their earlier models. They started off as a DVD subscription. They'd mail you the DVD, and you mail it back to them. Which, for that time, but that model obviously faded out quickly. The 2000s were a pivotal time for the 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 physical brick and mortar rental industry and the transition to what we have now. So there was different companies that were playing with different ideas and different business models at that time, and Netflix was just one of the ones that overcame. So yeah, the original idea was by mail. So you rent the DVD and then they mail it to you. You mail it back. Then all that kind of evolved into red box. Some of you guys are old. Those long lines that used to be at the red box outside of Walmart and some of these other big box retailers. You see a long line at this big red box. That was around for a few years, and then it developed into Netflix kept evolving, that kept working. They kept sourcing uh, uh, capital from angel investors and venture capitalists, and they went directly into streaming. Yeah, Walgreens was another place that they were at, those red boxes. Um, so yeah, but and all this happened in a matter of, I would say, 04, 05 to 2010, 2011. So the red box, like if you remember red box, cool. If you don't and you were around that time or old enough to remember, then that's cool too, because literally it was here and it wasn't. It was a big thing for a short period of time, and then it wasn't. So that business model was not going to last forever, but they made the most of it when it was around. Uh, uh, duh, 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 duh. All right. All right. Ain't nobody gonna click that link. I get it. All right. Hopefully y'all got something. EDS said Winging LLC is in here heavy. They in here heavy. That's why it's quiet. That's why it's quiet. Wasn't no rebuttal. That's why I wanted it to make sense. I wanted it to put it in layman's terms as much as possible. And I understood that some people would be upset, but I thought I would have a little bit pushback. Yeah, I was looking forward to the pushback. But I guess we're getting it now. And that's a good thing. So if you know better, you do better. And hopefully you take my advice by investing into something that you, if you believe in it, you're running it, you should own a piece of it. You have the opportunity. Download Robinhood. That's a very simple uh, platform to use, and get you some fractional shares. You don't have to buy the whole thing. I would, at least if you're running 5-6 days a week, reinvest a percentage of your earnings into the company. And even if you're doing it ignorantly, it's going to force you to put yourself in a business investor mindset. It's going to help transition your mindset from being a business owner but operating from the mindset of an employee to doing what's in your best interest and understand what you're investing in from an investor perspective, because it's going to force you to become more involved with the company. Man, why is the price up today? Why is it down today? Why has it been green for the past month? What's going on within the company? Jump on some earnings calls. Listen to what's going on. What does Amazon have planned over the next couple months or the next year? Why is why has the stock price, why have the shares been up for the last quarters? Why did the shares have accelerated growth for the last quarter? And this is going to give you a better understanding of what's going on in the day to day. Like I don't you think Amazon's too high invested? It looks like it's peaking to me. I think if you dollar cost average in, you'll be fine. For me, Amazon is a long-term investment. It's not a short-term investment. It's not something that I even look at. It's in my long-term portfolio, and I don't even look at those. I don't even look at that portfolio like that. So I don't think it's peaking right now, me personally. And if it comes down, so be it. I've been a heavy proponent for Rivian. This is one of the ones that I've talked about publicly. It's gone up as high as $18 this year. It's gone down as low just as recently of 2 months ago down to $9. Doesn't matter to me because I'm dollar cost averaging in. I'm dollar cost averaging in every single day. Why? Because this is a 10, 15-year play. Rivian is building out charging stations across the country. They're building their own charging network. That's a positive. Um, it's it's the contender, right? I don't think any other American electric manufacturer, vehicle maker is number two to Tesla. I think it's Rivian, right? You see more and more Rivians on the street. I like the leadership. I like RJ Scaringe as a CEO. I like him because he's fully invested into uh, scaling Rivian to be uh, the premier American-made uh, electric vehicle. RJ Scaringe in comparison to an Elon Musk for Tesla. Elon Musk is a genius, and I think he has direct impact on Tesla. But there's people there that I think are bringing ideas to Elon, and then he's tweaking them. He's adding his 2 cents, and then they're pushing Amazon forward. With RJ Scaringe, and then you got to think about it like this: Tesla was already Tesla before uh, Elon got involved in it. All right, there was two founders, and he came in with the money that he got from the acquisition of PayPal. When PayPal got acquired, he took a bunch of that money and invested it in Tesla. Rivian, all right, and RJ Scaringe, this is his baby. He's been working on this since 09. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot more involvement. And this is why I think Rivian, is doing exceptionally well. Now it's been up, for the past week or two, it's been going up. So when it goes down, I don't get upset. And this is just how I look at Amazon. When it goes down, I don't get upset because it's not something that I'm looking for short-term gains. Anyway, this is a long-term play. Okay, no problem. It goes down. It provides me with more opportunity to lower my dollar cost average and to pick up more shares for less money because it's a long-term play. I'm looking 10 years down the line. It's not a short-term play. And this goes to the mindset of an investor and an owner versus an employee. I don't look at situations like, okay, and I know I'm transitioning, but this is where my mind is at right now. When things go down as something bad, I look at it as an opportunity because when things go down, they're going to go back up. Just like what goes up must come down. So I have to look at my risk tolerance where I'm at. Is this a short-term play? Is this a long-term play? And inside play it. My long-term plays, I don't worry about them. If the market crashed today, I wouldn't feel it, as far as my long-term investments are concerned, I wouldn't feel anything. The short-term plays, if I didn't divest from something that was a short-term play because I'm monitoring it, I'm playing it because I'm looking to get a 2% or 3% or 4%, whatever it is, return on my investment, and maybe divest some of that and enter into something else that I've been looking at, or divest some of that and push some of that into something that I'm, feel more strongly about, then I feel more, that's where I get that, damn, I should have got out of there. Or, man, I should have pulled something out. Oh, man, I should have moved this around. And But my long-term stuff, it don't matter because it's not something that I don't even look at. So, no, I think me, and this is me personally, I'm not saying, me, I don't know. I think we can get probably, and this is just my opinion, to about a third of what the cost was 2.5 years ago. I think we can get to, what did Amazon peak at? I think we can get to about a third of where we were at 3 years ago. Let me see. Amazon stock peak. Let me see. Where? Come on. Let me see. 5 years. Where are we at? See, they giving me the numbers after the split. Hold on, I want to know the exact number. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. It was 3,000 and something. Hold on, let's do this. Let me see if I can. So we're pretty much, we do 20 to 1. I gotta find what the peak was in 2021, 2022. We might be there. Hold on, let me see something. If you factor in the split, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Amazon. What year was that? Was that 2021 stock? It was split. Was in June of 2022. When it was the peak? Amazon stock peak in 2021. 3,515.29. That was in November of 2021. So if we do let me make sure I'm doing the math right. That puts about 175 a share. So if you calculate the peak, we're above. If we do a 20 to 1 split on the peak, yeah, we're above that. But we can go higher than that. I think we can go now. I want to look at $1,000 a share. Is it likely? Who knows? If I can get, where are we at today? 2 something. I glanced at it this morning. To Amazon. Was it 2 something? I looked at it this morning. Where is it at now? 224.85. We're down 2% on the day. I think we can go higher. I think next year, depending on how next year goes, if we get some upturn next year, if more people go out and buy stuff, if we can get some type of rally, here's the thing. I know we're not going to get a rally like we got. I know we're not going to get a rally like we got in 2021 because just the money that was floating in 2021 is not going to exist next year unless something crazy happens and they stimulate the economy, which I highly doubt. And if something does happen, I don't think they're going to make the mistakes that they made. As far as stimulating the economy, the way they did it in 2021, you think it's going to come down to 150? Why do you think it's going to come down to 150? Why do you think it's going to come down to 150? What is going to bring it down to 150? What do you think? I think next month we're going to have a bump. I think going to inauguration, I think there's going to be a rally. Obviously, it's not going to push it up to the number that I just said, but I believe there's going to be a rally next month, right? Around the inauguration, and then I think there's going to be a drastic pullback. What I don't know is when is the pullback going to happen. Market just can't go straight up. I'm telling you, there's going to be a pullback. But I'm going off this isn't a buy the rumor, sell the news. I'm going off the sentiment of the space that we're in right now. And then I'm gonna get off because I don't want to get into to investments because people be listening and they get to just buying shit and they don't know what the hell they're doing. And I could be wrong. This is just how I think. I think once we get closer to the inauguration, there's going to be a rally, right? Because you're going to have people that are thinking, oh, well, last time Trump was in, the market just was good. Let's get in now. I think there's going to be a rally. All right? You're going by market structure. I'm going based off what we're dealing with. Same thing with the crypto, right? I think there's going to be a rally, right? Going into the inauguration. And once we get to the inauguration, right before the inauguration, or maybe the day of, but it normally never happens the day of, buy a rumor, sell the news. People get caught left holding the bag. Either going into the inauguration or right before the inauguration, there's going to be a pullback. But then something's telling me, and this is just me, that there's a possibility the rally could continue. I don't know. But that's the thing about investing, it's a risk. Either way, as far as Amazon is concerned, it's not something that I play short term. So if it goes up, great. If it goes down, it doesn't matter because I'm going to still continue to dollar cost average in because it's not something that I'm looking to benefit from for another 10, 15, maybe 20 years. So if you got 30K saved up, you still need income coming in. 30K investing into a stock is not going to currently, if that's all you got and you invest into a stock, you're not going to get a return that's going to be able to take care of your living month to month. That one investment is not going to take care of you month to month. That's a slow, gradual investment. You need consistent cash flow coming in. So if I had 30K, and this is me, and I'm looking to build consistent cash flow, I would lean towards starting a business and making money from the business and then investing into other things. 30K in Amazon, I mean, if you're going to be living off that money, you can't predict if it's going to go up, it's going to go down, if it's going to trade sideways. But your bills are still going to come every month. So you need consistent cash flow. So I would start the business. I would start the business, make consistent cash flow in the business, and invest a small percentage of that into Amazon. I can't tell you whether to get in or not. You can do what you want to do, but you should educate yourself. People that, make a living, off of stock, there's two different people. You got people who play the short term game, like day traders, right? And then you got people who play the long term game. But the people who play the long term game have a well diversified portfolio and have been doing it for years and years and years. And they just have a multitude of shares spread out. It's two different types of investors. So if you got 30K and you're looking to just makes 30K is not enough to sustain, your livable expenses, if you just take that 30K and invest it directly into a company. I would invest into something that you're getting consistent cash flow on a day-to-day basis, and then take a percentage of that cash flow that you're making, that you're netting, and invest it into a company. That's what I do. Somebody may want to do it different. I don't know. I got my methods, I got my strategies. I have long-term investments, I have short-term investments. That's how I play. So everybody has a different strategy. Everybody plays that game a little bit different. So I got out of XRP earlier this year. Am I upset about it? No. I've been holding it for 4 or 5 years. I got tired of holding it. I moved it into something else that I felt more comfortable with. Am I upset about it? Not really. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What I moved it into has been doing well. So, everybody plays the game different. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. You're going to, it just is what it is. But I wouldn't, if that's 30 grand, that's all you got, I wouldn't invest that and think that's going to take care of you, because you're going to be pulling from that to take care of your bills. So as you pull from it, you're decreasing your shares. All right, you should be increasing your shares if anything. So if that's all you got, I would probably start a business and then take some of the revenue from the business and invest in it. I can't listen. I'm not going to advise you how to invest your money. I'm not a financial advisor. Not going to do it. Not going to do it because I'm not licensed to be a financial advisor. Nor do I want the responsibility of how you invest your money. Because if something goes bad, you ain't finna come here and say, "Well, man, I'll listen to you." No, not gonna set myself up for that. No. So no, you're gonna have to figure that out on your own, big dog. The questions that you're asking me, I'll answer from my experience and how I do things, but I'm not gonna give you a yay or nay. I'm not gonna give you a yay or nay. But what I will tell you is if you got 30K, 30K and investing in one stock, that's not good because now you're not diversified, right? Two, you're gonna have to. You saying you don't got no bills, but then you got all the money in the stock. What are you gonna do now to draw in revenue? You gonna go get a job? So is your question, should I take this money and start a business, or should I take this money and invest it and then just go get a job and keep adding it to it? Like what or are you saying would it be smarter to, instead of investing into a box truck business, to do Amazon Relay with this 30K? Would it be just more wiser to just take the 30K and invest in a company? Is that what you asked me? Because if you're asking me that and you only got 30K, then I think what's known don't need to be explained. It just goes back to what I said a minute ago. So now if you have a bag of money to play with, you already sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash flow, or millions of dollars, let's say hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, and you're just looking for an investment from an investor's perspective, I'll answer it this way. Since this is not your situation, you said you got 30K saved up. So this ain't your situation. From an investor's perspective, if an investor came and asked me that question, said, "Man, Mark, I got 30K, I'm looking to invest. I've been hearing about this Amazon Relay and this box truck thing, man. You think I should get a box truck, put a driver in it, and have them go out every night and do Amazon Relay? I got 30,000 to play with right now." In that person's situation, I would tell them, "Man, you better off just putting that 30K into Amazon." That's what I would tell that person. All right, risk tolerance is higher. They got a bigger bag to play with, and they coming in from an investor's mind state anyway. It's just which is going to be a better investment. Do I invest the 30K into a truck and a driver and the day in and the day out, or the night in, night out of running that particular lane, or do I just take the 30 and just put it into Amazon? I would tell that person just put it in Amazon. Why? Eliminate all the liability of running the day. Eliminate the driver, eliminate the fuel, eliminate the cost of the truck, eliminate the maintenance, eliminate the headache of dealing with the driver, eliminate the headache of dealing with the driver and the issues that go on between the driver and Amazon and just everything in between. Eliminate, the downtime when it's down for maintenance, all of that. You eliminate all of that and you just put the money into the company and then just go from there. That's how I would answer it for a person that was in that mind frame. But what I think about investing in a dump truck, I have never thought about it. So I wouldn't think anything, to be honest with you. I've never thought about investing in a dump truck. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why I have never thought about investing in a dump truck. So I know one of those channels recently had some guy that said he made $1 gazillion. Like every time this one channel, somebody comes up and tells you how much gazillions they made off of whatever it is, then I start getting questions about it. It's the dump truck, then it was the what was it? It was the dump truck, then it was the what is it? He recently had the dump truck guy, and then he had somebody else. But I know where the influence comes from. People with that ask me about this shit. It comes from what you see elsewhere and these big numbers. I never looked into the dump truck business. Construction is not my thing, so I've never looked into it. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. I can only talk about shit that I know, and that's not something construction has never been my thing. He said, Hurt said he don't want to have me. Nah, man, you're not gonna set me up for that. Mm-mm. One thing that I learned from just you know, you know, creating content and just studying content is stick to what you know. Stick to what you know. And I realized that before I even really got in the nitty gritty of creating it. Stick to what you know and be satisfied with that. And then if and you should be fine. I think what kills a lot of content creators is they're in content creation to cover their expenses, and they want to amplify their lifestyle with content creation, so they transition themselves into things that are trending, and a lot of those things they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, and they get naive people, right? Because then they're able to create courses and mentorships and things like that, and they get the ignorant people with surface level information that they selling for an exorbitant price. But then there comes someone that understands things, that challenge them or call them out, or there's someone that they took advantage of that realizes once they went to someone who's more experienced that the person that they originally went to took them on a ride and none of this shit makes sense, and then they took their money, and then they go on shows like that to call them out, and then he breaks down their content and pinpoints uh, uh, all the misinformation. But those are people that are trying to chase, I don't want to say the clout, but they're trying to increase their revenue stream. I guess popularity comes because they have to be popular in order to make the money, because they want to be this big content creator. And I think that's where a lot of people fail at. I think find something that or you're good at and focus on that. I understand this niche is small. I'm okay with that. I don't desire to be. Yeah, I could sit here and talk about red pill shit all day long. I think I could do it good because I got the experience. I've dated people. I think I'm witty. I think I'm clever. I can add a little comedy to it. Uh, but at the end of the day, I'm not a like, who am I to sit up here and tell women what type of guys they should date and guys what type of women should they be look? I don't like that. I not desire to do that. Do I think I can increase my viewership? Oh yeah, I can probably triple my viewers and my subscribers, but this is not something I'm well versed in. It would just it would come from my thoughts, and I understand some people would agree, some people would disagree, but I don't think I would be able to dominate in that sector. Let's say like I can in this because I have the experience, I have the skill set from the experience and just the understanding this business because I've been involved in it uh, so long. So I think that's where a lot of people end up on his show, and you know, and that's where they meet their demise. Sometimes you just gotta accept um what you have. Box trucking is a small niche, so I'm fine with it. All right. All right. I see we got some more people in here that are upset, and that's fine. I appreciate you. But the link is still pinned. We just got somebody else that just came in here that's upset. I want to see if they want to come up. Whoever that was, you welcome to come up. The link is pinned. Why y'all be so scared to come up, but y'all be so tough to hit the thumbs down? Is that like like what is it? Is the thumbs down? Do you feel like, does that like make you like, do you feel macho when you do that? Why you don't hit the link though? The link pinned to the top of the chat. I want you to come up and tell me why you mad. We're gonna get the mad rapper. We gotta get the mad rapper soundbite. Tell me why you mad, son. There go another one. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All it's gonna do is help the engagement. Keep going. Let's see if we can go for another one. There we go. One more. One more. Give me one more. One more for the road. One more dislike. Let's see if we can get one. See, you're going to do what I tell you to do. There go 5. Let's see if we can go for 6. Let's go for 6 now. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Check it out. Watch this. No. Take them back. No. Give me another. I need more. Give me more. See, you're going to do it. See, I'm proving my point. Yes. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. See, you're going to do what I tell you to do anyway. It's mind control. You're doing what I'm telling you to do. See, it doesn't affect me. Give me more. No, don't take them back. Give me more. You're doing what I tell you to do. Just like you did with your favorite content creator told you to do. Go get a box truck go rent your box truck for under $5,000. No, don't take them back. No. Don't take them back. Give them back to me. Give me the thumbs down. I need you to do what I tell you to do. I'm controlling your mind. I'm controlling you. See, your best bet is just not to do nothing. See, when you don't see people I don't do nothing. Yes. Come on, give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more. See how the room is going up? More. It all works because the algorithm says, listen, something going on in here. Let's send more people. Give me more. Come on. Don't stop. Give me more. Let's see if we can get some more. No. Stop taking them back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Let's see if we can get more. I learned this from another content creator. It works. Let's see if we can get one more dislike. One more. Now let's see if we can go for 5 more. Let's see if we can go for 5 more. Come on. No, 4 more. Let's make it an even number. Come on. Give me a dislike. Listen, all you guys that gave me dislike, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. You sat up here and did what a man told you to do. There we go. One more. Keep going. One more. Keep going. Nah. See, y'all can't do that. No. See, as soon as I hurt their feelings, they took it back. See, I'm keeping them engaged. I'm keeping them engaged. They steady tapping. Ain't nobody finna tell me and you know I'm fucking with you and you doing it. It'd be different if I was like genuine about it, like I said, hit the like button. Like you trolling me and I'm trolling you. You trolling me, but the whole time I'm trolling you. You know why? Because you're doing what I'm telling you to do while you're watching me. I'm not watching you. Now, you better be careful because you saw what I did yesterday. It was the people in here yesterday, they shitted on themselves. They like, damn, how is he? They shitted on themselves. Now, if you was in here yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. It was in here fucking with me. And then I started calling them out by name. I'm going to tell y'all where I first learned that and how to do it. I ain't going to tell you how because it's not, I don't want to get in trouble. Remember, who remembers Martin Shkreli? Who remembers Martin Shkreli? Remember back when he used to stream and motherfuckers used to fuck with him? And this is how I knew it was something out there that I knew had to be on the market. And I was going to be destined to find it. But I knew it was out on the market. Martin Shkreli, when people used to come in his chat and fuck with him, this is what Martin Shkreli used to do. All right, you want to come in? All right, hold on. No, don't. You go over this other screen. It'd be like, okay. John Miller, 123 Main Street, apartment 1B, Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, looks like you're fucking with me from your company's computer. Does your boss know what you're doing right now? Yeah. You see, yesterday we had to do that to somebody. And then they stopped because they shitted on themselves because they didn't understand how I knew. We called out a content creator yesterday, coming in here trolling with these freaky ass names. I ain't gonna say who. I know you. I know who you are with the freaky ass names. You thought you was gonna come in here and fuck with me on some different Gmails and like. So we got Natasha. We ain't gonna name the content creator. We got your freaky ass names. Caduce, yeah. And then it just all ceased. See, once I found out was something on the market, all I had to do was find it and buy it. See, if you're going to play the game, you have to play to win. Now, what I just did was control. I made people so mad that what I told them to do, they did it. And they're sitting there angry. But I'm going to tell you, people, why it doesn't bother me. Because it all works to my advantage. The same way, and this is a great talking point before I get out of here, with the whole stockholder, shareholder, employee mindset. My mindset is to benefit off you doing things that just aren't in your best interest. It doesn't benefit you anything to do what you just did. It benefits me. See, there's channels that you got these kids when you scroll, they're like 20 and 19 and they're just on here looking for a friend and they just want to create content and find new friends and shit like that. And they're really care about like the ratio of likes to dislikes and they want everybody to like their content. And when they get those one little disgruntled dislikes, they're ready to jump off a bridge and slit their wrist. And you see these kids crying online, and I'm old as hell, boy. You think I care? I've already done the research to see if that's beneficial. This is why I want you to do it. Because I'll be here tomorrow, and then I'll be here the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And you're going to be there. See, this is the entertainment part, because this is entertainment. Like, I really have no, like, really, I'm indifferent. You know what I'm saying? I'm entertaining my core audience on your behalf. Yeah, it's like nothing that, So I want you to continue to be upset. I want you to be disgruntled. I want you to have a level of disdainment, and just, I know, man. I know it's Christmas time and you're not feeling jolly because it's just not adding up for you right now. It's not adding up for you. And Christmas is a week away. Christmas a week from today? Is Christmas a week from today? It's a week from today, and you trying to get to it. I get all of that. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. The link is they gonna come up here? Is they coming up here? They done stopped. They done took the dislikes back. Damn, man. Why y'all take them back for? Stop taking the dislikes back. Watch this. I'm going to do this, man. Watch this. Let me think of a good one. Oh, I didn't even have to say nothing. There it go. See what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get another one. Like, I can do this all day long. And see, people get mad. Let me see if I can get another one. Let's get one more for the road. And it don't matter. The people who ain't subscribed, it don't count anyway. So if you subscribe and you a hater, appreciate you. Because you're here for value. You're here for value. You're here for value. Whether you like me or you don't like me, you're here. You're here. I know. I see y'all in y'all little Facebook. There go another one. All y'all in y'all Facebook group, you already know how I feel about y'all. Come on. Come. Flood me with the thumbs down. Flood me. All y'all in y'all little Facebook groups, y'all know how. You know how I feel about y'all. I'm working the room right now. They don't know I'm using them to my advantage. Y'all know how I feel about y'all in them Facebook groups. Y'all just over there complaining about a bunch of nothing. Just in a Facebook group, just talking. Got nothing, ain't got shit else better to do but talk. Some dumb shit. Come on, let me piss somebody else off. Let me see if we can get one more. Who else? What about you Amazon guys that think the fuel, Amazon don't want to pay for the fuel? What about you? Come on, hit me with a dislike. Hit me with a dislike. Let me get one more. Come on, one more. Damn, y'all hitting the like button. Y'all taking the dislikes back. All right, man. All y'all that hit the dislike, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Buttercups. I appreciate y'all for letting me use y'all for the entertainment of my core audience. I appreciate y'all for the engagement because y'all didn't hit the like button. So at least I got y'all to hit something. That gives me more engagement, which is good for the algorithm. The algorithm is absolutely 100% going to push this out Thank you for everybody that's hitting the like button. The haters, keep hating. Keep hating. Look, and they hating, boy. I'm just gonna sit here a little bit longer so you could just hate. I'm gonna let you bask in it. I hope you in your truck right now. I hope you are coming through an area where the temperature is steady declining and your heat goes out. I hope your heat goes out, your heater coil. I hope it just goes out. Yeah, 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 yeah. I hope you go to drive. I hope you driving across country on a deadhead at a loss. I hope you fall for the okie dokie. You on the new, and you take a load next Monday, and you think you're gonna be home in time for Christmas, and you get stuck at a truck stop. At a truck stop. Hey, listen, I'm trolling them now. I'm just having fun now with it. I hope. Listen. I hope. I'm trying to think of a good one, man. I hope. Nah, I ain't gonna say that's too mean. That's too mean. I'm just playing with them anyway. Y'all know I don't care. They ain't hit the link though. It's early, man. I kind of want to talk shit for a little bit. I kind of want to talk a little shit. Why these cats be so scary, man? Paul, why they be so scary, man? Hit the link. Come up and express your disdain. Come on up, kick it. Don't be. Listen. You can't be a coward all your life. You cannot be. You have to click the link at some point. You have to click the link. It's there. Click it. Come up. Let me know why you mad. Listen, I wanted to eat away at you so bad in your heart that you ain't courageous enough that you can come in and be safe behind a thumbs down. You are a keyboard warrior. You a keyboard warrior. Be brave. Say, man, Mark, you know what? Man, I just don't like your content, big dog, and here's why. Come up and holler at me, man. It ain't gonna be. Listen, we not. Come on up, man. Be tough. Just be brave. It's quite a few of y'all today since I chastised y'all. I chastised a bunch of y'all into doing what I want y'all to do. I want to have a nice, structured debate. Be brave. Stop hiding behind. You can't say you tough and you hide behind the thumbs down. That's not that we ain't honoring that. Come on up, hit the link. It's okay. All we talking about is box trucking. We ain't talking about no personal. We ain't never said nothing personal. It's all about trucking. Your disdain is about my views on box trucking. So come on up and explain and just let me know what your thoughts are. And then we can have a conversation. Then maybe we can come to some type of resolve. No, don't take it back, man. Stop taking it back, man. We don't want you to take it back. We want you to keep your energy the same. No, don't take it back. Keep your same energy. We don't listen. Let me explain something to you. We don't care either way. We appreciate the people that like the content, but the people that don't like, we appreciate you too. I appreciate that you took the time to even touch the button. I appreciate the fact that you're here listening to me because there's some type of value that you're getting. We've invested money. We want you to have a great experience. This is why you can see me crystal clear because we invest in great cameras. There you go. I know how to get them peed off. Trust me, I know how to get them off. As soon as I said we invest into these things, motherfucker got mad. Oh, he talking about spending some money now. Let me fuck this nigga. Fuck him. I know how to tick them off. So what I want you to do is I want you to click the link. And let's just have a conversation. We're business people. It's okay for us to agree to disagree. Maybe one of us will come to, an understanding and we can come to a resolution. It'll probably be beneficial for both parties. You never know. I just need one of you brave souls. I need one of you to become brave today. I feel like the reverend that's trying to invite you up to get baptized. Don't you know, after the sermon, they open up the church and the deacon stand up there with their hand out. What I sing that song trying to invite you. That's how I feel. I need one of y'all. I need one of y'all to become brave and come on up here and hit that link. Spin to the top of the chat. The invitation is open. Should we start singing church hymns? We need one of y'all to become brave. Which one of y'all? Because I don't want one. Because I know y'all thinking right now, y'all like, damn, I wish I was brave. This man calling me out, I don't like him. I wish I was brave. Be brave. There we go. Come on up. Come on up. Hey Kevin, we our lecture is over. We just having a little fun right now for engagement. We just having a little fun for engagement. YouTube says we need just a little bit more engagement, so I'm using them for the engagement. They think it's like I care. It's just, so they're doing what I want them to do. So come on, the invitation is open. Hopefully, Kevin, we get somebody to come up and then we can have a dialogue. Because I want to know what's your issue. What don't you agree with, or what do you disagree with? Can you hear me clear? Can you hear me clear? Is the mic clear? All right. Is the camera clear? All right. Is the stream? It's not buffering or anything, right? Because we spend good money to make sure we provide you with the best content, streaming, the software. And we listen, we are listen, I want you to understand something. We here for you. I'm here for you. I'm talking to the haters right now. And I don't stop taking y'all dislikes back. Stop it. We're gonna put the chat pin in the chat one more time. I think I might catch somebody today. I think I might catch somebody. Look. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me get one of y'all. I'm gonna tie my hands behind my back. Listen, I'm gonna put my hands behind my back. I'm gonna put my hands behind my back. I'm gonna put my hands behind my back. So it's a handicap match. This is your opportunity now. My hands behind my back now. I'm giving you even a better opportunity. See, you're not going to get this on some of your favorite. Now, I don't have no one in mind. So when I say that, don't be thinking I'm like shooting at. When I say your favorite, that's just a part of the content. That's another thing. When I say your favorite content creator, like I have nobody in mind. That's just a part of the content. That's a part of the theatrics. That's a part of the satire to keep you engaged. So when I say, listen, your favorite content creator ain't finna give you the opportunity to come up and discredit them. I give you the opportunity. So tell them why you mad, son. My hands is tied behind my back. This is the only channel you get this type of level of engagement and interaction from. This is why this is why this channel is what it is. Come on up. Only thing we talk about is box trucking. Only thing we do is provide information for people to be good and be great. And you mad about that. I want to know why you mad. The doors of the church is open. The doors of the church are open. See, this is the content creation. This is the creation part. We've taken care of the education. Now this is the creation. This is what you like. Even with this right here, I'm proving a point. You're more engaged in this. And it's not working to your advantage. It's not benefiting you, it's benefiting me. Whatever I have to do to prove my point, to get you to understand, even if I'm sacrificing my, what's the word I'm looking for? Whether I'm putting, sacrificing whether you like me or don't like me, which I think people that have been watching me for the longest, I don't really care. Then so be it. But what you are going to understand, you're going to walk away with some understanding. You're going to walk away with some understanding. The doors of the church are still open. The doors of the church are open. You ain't brave. Tell Big Mark what he said wrong. I didn't tell you to go out and get a truck for $3,000. I told you was going to fail if you did it, and you did. Is that why you mad? I didn't tell you can get in this business with $5,000. When I told you that, you got mad at me and you did it anyway and you failed. I told you 2 years ago, y'all tweaking. When I first started creating content, y'all did not like me and y'all let it be known. But you had to come back though and say you was right. Now one of your favorites, now I got somebody in mind for this one. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got somebody in mind. I'm too old to sell you a dream. I'm too old. I ain't young. These 20-year-olds, they're gonna sell you a dream because they need the clout. They want you to like them and all this shit. I don't care. I got somebody in mind. I ain't gonna say who, but I do have somebody in mind. They said, peak season. Don't listen to that new guy, that Mark guy. He don't know what he talking about. This is before, I was just creating content. I understand. I wasn't credible. You guys didn't know if what I was saying was true or not about, how my tenure in the space and my trucks and things like that until I showed them. Right. So I understand that part. I'm not, stupid. But you still gave me a hard time. But guess what? It wasn't no peak season. It wasn't no peak season. Y'all was disgruntled. I seen y'all over there on that same content creators channel. I was perusing. Y'all was like, damn, Mark was right. Damn, he was right. Mark was right. Yeah, y'all remember. Then the next year, he a big content creator too. That's the only clue I'm gonna get. You a big one. He's probably probably as far as subscribers, he's the biggest over here on YouTube. Good guy. I like the guy. But I seen y'all in the comments telling them like, damn, Mark was right. He got you. I appreciate the people that went over there and said that. Remember I told y'all them rates was going to not change? I told y'all stop talking about this back shit and, cheap freight. Remember how I was trolling y'all all summer about cheap freight? Y'all fell into my hands then too. Y'all fell into my hands. Like, who would get up here day in and day out and find more ways to antagonize people with cheap freight unless they were doing it purposely. Just like what I'm doing now. And you're upset about it. You're upset that I can draw an emotion from you to do what you're doing. People that I don't like, I don't pay them any mind. You're not, like, if I don't like you, I'm not going nowhere near you at all for one reason or another. If you know, you know. So even with what I'm doing right now is educational, believe it or not. I'm educating you how to prioritize your time. Because it's not the only, and this is for those people, like, I'm getting value out of this. My core audience, they're getting value out of this because they're out working right now. They're probably listening, and this is entertaining for them, but it's also educational because we're talking about prioritizing right now. We're talking about, this is capitalism at its finest. This is capitalism at its finest. No, this is slow bucks. This is positive. We're proving capitalism. This is sometimes this is how you got to find other ways to prove points to people. My hand's been tied behind my back for the past 5 minutes. Still, nobody hit the link. You know why? Because they can't articulate why they're upset. The same reason they can't articulate why they come on the internet and say, hey man, they need to stop taking cheap freight. The same way they say things like, hey man, Amazon is ripping us off. They got all this money, they could pay us more. The same way they say, oh man, the brokers are robbing us blind. There we go. I said broker. Woo. See, when I said that broker, it struck somebody. It struck somebody. It touched somebody that I evoked the emotion out of them. See, in business, and my hands are still tied behind my back. I want to make it a handicap match. I don't want it to be fair. I want you to have the better advantage because I'm proving a point. No one can evoke an emotion out of me when it comes to business. And this is business. We're talking business. Because business isn't driven off of emotion. It's driven off numbers and it's driven off execution. There's a reason why I'm able to evoke an emotion from you. Because if you were here and you really took the time to listen to what I'm saying, everything that I'm doing right now wouldn't even affect you. Whether you're doing it to be funny or whether you're doing it purposely, either way, it wouldn't affect you. And I mean this. I'm looking you dead in your eye. I mean this. Everyone's getting value except you. Because you're emotional. Things aren't going your way. I'm not saying the things that you want to hear, so you dislike. Fine. My hand's still tied behind my back. And the link's still pinned to the top of the chat. See, I'm not going to challenge someone and not meet the challenge. You call me, I'm there. We're not going to throw a stone and hide our hand. All right. I proved my point. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody. All right. Have a good day. Stay blessed. And until next time, hey, be careful out there. Peace.